you, which city is considered the city of lights?
Thank you. So lunch today is something I've never had before. It's a lobster roll. Probably won't have the fries, but that lobster roll is definitely big enough. And a Bloody Mary to go with it. I did pay extra for the lobster roll. It's not part of the regular buffet, but I've never had it before and I just wanted to try it. Hi, so it is now about 1:15 on the afternoon of the last day of the cruise. We're supposed to stop at Vancouver later this afternoon, but the captain just announced that because of bad weather yesterday, leaving Sitka, it delayed us and we don't have enough time to stop there. So we're making a brief stop in compliance with, according to the law, we have to stop somewhere in Canada. So we're making a brief stop somewhere, nobody can get off, and then we're carrying on heading towards Seattle. To say it's a bit disappointing is to put it mildly. I'm also amazed we left Sitka nearly 24 hours ago, and it's taken them a whole day to let us know that they were going to be late, that we wouldn't be able to stop in Vancouver. I'm starting to get the feeling that Carnival cruises should not be trusted. Don't get me wrong, I've had a great time, but there have been little things like this where, for example, like not having enough people at the check-in to make it convenient for guests. That little niggly things that say perhaps might be better off to choose to look at other cruise lines, although maybe they're all having the same issues. Just a little bit annoyed, but what can you do? Make the best of what's left of the cruise and then move on. And don't get me wrong, it has been an awesome cruise. The things I've seen in Alaska have been stunning. But if Carnival Cruises has got their act together a little bit better, it could have been even better. No, that's my 2 bits for today. I'm a little bit annoyed at the moment. Perhaps I'll feel differently later. Of course, as the trip comes to an end, the weather has changed and it is now great. It's 4:45 in the afternoon, bright sunshine, and I'm sitting on the balcony of my deck of my room, and I'm actually catching glimpses of whales coming past. They're a little in the distance and it's too flirting to capture on video, but it is really nice sitting here on the balcony. I just went and got a drink. Good. Actually, I've going to enjoy on this trip a really good bourbon, which I never used to like. This one, for those of you who understand, is called Buffalo Trail. Really nice. And I'm just going to sit here for a while. I've actually almost finished packing, and I'm going to do a bit of whale watching. Maybe I can get a sighting that I can actually film. And then at 5:30 I'm meeting his friends for a drink, and we'll go and have dinner. So, see you at dinner. And for dinner today, we have langoustine and shrimp cocktail as starters. The main course tonight is braised ribs with garlic cheesy potato. I'll have a little bit of that and the broccoli. But I have a low-calorie baked Alaska and a normal cheese platter and coffee. Very good meal. The first few courses were excellent. So all in all, a great meal. And it's 7:45. Just had dinner. And I'm going to go to a comedy show now. But the scenery is just beautiful. I think this part of the shoreline is Canadian, but just stunning. I just came back from great comedy show. Actually, two comedians, one after the other. Really, really funny. It was worthwhile. It's now 9:45. It's not quite dark yet. There is a full moon tonight. We are pulling into some Canadian port. I don't know which one. Now, there's a strange law, American law, that if a ship goes out of an American port and they sell duty free and have casino and all that, they have to go to a foreign port before they come back. So, which is why, even though we can't get off, we're not going to Vancouver, we have to stop in this port so that they can fulfill this requirement. We'll stop here for a few minutes and pull out and head for Seattle. It's a crazy archaic law, which I believe is about to be scrapped, but that's the law at the moment. So this is the final evening of the cruise, and I am pretty much packed, and it is now bedtime. So we've sailed down the coast of southeast Alaska. We came from all the way up north there. We were supposed to go into Vancouver, which is there, but instead we stopped this little port here because we were late getting out of Ketchikan because of bad weather, and we'll be here for an hour or so, and then we're going to come back out and sail down to the coast to Seattle. As you can see, we're not going anywhere at the moment. We are in port. Obviously we can't get off here, but from what I understand, in this part of Canada, it's now 10:22 at night. There's not much to do here anyway. So hey, instead of getting off in Vancouver, I saw a couple of good comedy shows. People are also telling me that at night in Vancouver, there's really nothing to do. There are a few restaurants open, and that's pretty much it. So, hey, I'm not too upset. Tomorrow morning, I'll disembark. I hope you've enjoyed following my cruise with me. I filmed what I can. There are parts of the ship, by the way, that I didn't film. For example, the spa area and a couple of other areas which I just didn't use at all. But there's plenty to do on the ship, and there's entertainment all day long. If there's listening to music or comedy, or today I played 2 trivia games. I did okay. I didn't win this time, but I did respectably, so that's fine. But it's been a great time, and the sunset here is pretty spectacular. And this, as I said, this will be the last episode of this series, and hopefully in the not too distant future I'll be able to do another series. Until then, all the best.